Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday. It would be Move It Monday if we were at school, but we're at home right now. We do have some new words of the week that I'd love to introduce to you and show you a few tricks about how to spell them or how to practice them at home. Okay, our first new word, it's a tricky word of the week, is the word what. If you listen to it, it goes what, t. Three sounds. 1, 2, 3. Except for one of the sounds is made by a digraph, which means it's two letters making one sound. W, t. I hear W, U, T, but it's actually W, H, A, T. Of course, that's going to be so tricky to remember, so this is Miss Cannon's trick. I remember it as W, hat, because we all know how to spell hat. Hat, W, W hat. And I think of the example of, what hat do I want to wear? What? And I'm thinking of that question, and then I see this and I go, oh, what hat? W-H-A-T. That's one of your tricky words. Maybe that works for you, maybe it doesn't. The second tricky word of the week is who. It's with the WH words this week. Ooh, it's kind of like what an owl says, and it's who. And you hear W, H, and then ooh, which we would think is you, is actually made by O. O. Who did? And we know that an owl says who. And whenever I think of WH, I think of an owl saying ooh. So I look at the end of the word and go backwards. It's not a super helpful trick. It's just one of those words you just have to learn. It's a robot word. W-H-O, who. Your next tricky word of the week is this. This. The, is. It's going to sound like a Z. You're going to think it's the word the, I. You might think it's an E or an I. Here's how you spell the word. T-H-I-S. And everybody goes, oh, it has is hiding in it, except you don't really hear is. You hear this. You don't hear the is. That doesn't help us. We just think the is. And when people say, oh, you know that word, be like, wait, it's a different word, right? So T-H-I-S, it's tall, 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 short. And when I see it go, oh yeah, that's the one that's tall, 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 short. That's just kind of how I help remember my own brain remember it. The next tricky word of the week is all. Again, it sounds like ah-o, ah-o, two sounds. We think it's O-L. Nope, it's not O-L. The letter A sometimes says aw, like, aw, look at that puppy, it's so cute, aw. It's A and L, A-L together say all. But the letter L at the end of a one-syllable word that lends, or two L's, two F's, two S's, it's the twin consonant rule. So it's not just all, it's all with an extra L that you don't say L. You say all. And again, doesn't make sense, A-L-L. So again, this is just why we're practicing, because these are words that are going to come up in your books and they're sort of tricky. And then the next tricky one is the one that tricks a lot of kids, like up into third grade. So if you master it in kindergarten or TK, I'm going to be super proud of you. The word is said. S-ed. A lot of people hear S-E-D, but it's really not S-E-D. It's short, short, tall, tall. Short letter, tall letter, S, A and I, and it's not A and I like in tail, like the long A rule. This is it's S-A-I-D. Makes no sense why it's spelled that way. Doesn't sound like it is. These are your trick words for the week. And then the digraph that we're going to practice is CH, like Chauncey Chipmunk, Chauncey Jerebeck, the name of our school. But chin was the digraph we used in phonics in school. So we have 5 words. Most of them are pretty easy, like chat. Who likes to ch, at. Chat means talk, 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 talk. We like to talk. The next CH word is chin. That's the one that's going to help us spell it anyway. So I'll just go ahead and write it. C-H-I-N. Chin. But if you try to sound it out, it sounds like ch. You don't always hear the N. Chin. Ch-in. A lot of kids write C-H-N because they forget the I. The next word is also easy. Chop. Well, I wouldn't say it's easy. It's just not super tricky for us. Ch, ah, p. Because the only reason it's easy is because we're smart. Chop. And then the next two words have ch in them, and the reason we're learning them is they come up in your books a lot for testing. The first word is couch, k, ow, O and U say ow, and then ch. And there's a book that talks about the little boy who can't find his hat and it's behind the couch because, you know, people just shove stuff behind the couch. But the next word is chair. Chair, like I sit in my rocking chair, but it has an I in it. A-I-R, chair. So we have chat, chin, chop, couch, chair. And when you think of the letters C-H, you go ch. So practice these words of the week for phonics. Don't let them trick you. This is week 3, but I know you got it. Love you, boys and girls.